a very big episode, as or at least for fun reasons, as there's a serial killer that Ava's a little bit excited about. So
Stabcast.
So what can you kind of preview about her involvement in the case and also her podcast?
Well, this is the funny thing, like, all of a sudden, as so many Legends episodes happen, I read it and I'm like, oh, Ava's obsessed with serial killers. Oh, Ava's a clone. Oh, I didn't know this about her. But it's it's kind of an obsession that they wrote about her, and they, teased, and she finally gets to just be so excited about, oh my God, it's a serial killer that we're trying to find, and she has this podcast that no one ever knew about, Stabcast.
We should make a real Stabcast.
We really should. And actually, it's funny because I did listen to the murder. It was driving up, because we drive up and down to Vancouver every year, and I listened to the it's a couple of girls podcasts, and they talk about murder mysteries or whatever every week, and it's
My Favorite Murder?
My Favorite Murder. I was like, is it Making of a Murderer? But that's a TV show, right? And they're quirky, and they're just like, all over the place, but you can drive to it. And so I listened to a bit of that, and then all of a sudden Ava had a podcast called Stabcast, and I was like, okay.
When we were breaking this story, we were really thinking about final girls, in horror movies.
Which I didn't know what that was. Like, even what is, like...
It's the one who survives, basically.
Well, I know that now that we've shot the thing, but I was like, what's the final girl? Because there was a line where it's like, I'm the final girl.
Yeah. Were you guys big fans of 80s horror movies? Like, do you have your own favorites?
Oh, man. The Legends Writers Room, we are just the biggest geeks
You guys
ever.
are bonkers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We
really,
all have our own little pop culture thing that we love. But the two writers who wrote that were huge 80s horror fans. I think they liked Carrie. That was one that we kept coming back to. And then because it's such a high school movie, too.
Yeah.
We also were looking at, like, Romy and Michelle's.
There's a couple Halloween, like, shots in there with the close-up, like, the kind of vintage horror movie close-up of the knife coming down, like the blood dripping slow. You know what I mean? Like the homage to that stuff. I can't watch horror movies. I'm actually a friggin' mess. Like I broke my friend's like L4 or wherever the hell it is at Halloween Horror Nights, jumping on him, and he's like a large man and jumping and just crying because of the chainsaw guys that come on skateboards. I can't. So yeah, it's not happening. None of the horror stuff is happening. I haven't seen any of those movies.
Yeah. Every episode of Legends, though, you have to dig deep into a genre or a kind of type of movie. So
absolutely.